Y'all, I wanted to not like this so bad.
You wanna talk shit, you wanna run your mouth, you want some gangs to start your motherfucking house, we'll set this bitch out.
I mean, I wanted this to be a dupe or a repackage, and I wanted to not like it so bad. I went back and forth if I was gonna get it, and I got it, and I don't regret it. And let me tell you why. But first, welcome to my channel. My name is Hippie Hustle, and here I do a lot of lifestyle and hobby content, heavy on Bath and Body Works, heavy reading, and heavy on books. Let's get into what I'm burning today, which is wild berry jam donut. It's still kind of early, as you can see, but on cold, it just smells so good. So if you have raspberry jam donut or even blueberry shortcake donut or something like that, it smells very similar to this, but just a little bit more sweet. So I'm looking forward to burning this on a Sunday. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel to encourage me to continue to make this content, and so that we can connect and we can grow and do all the things. All right, girl, let's get into this review. Okay, so I used a reward to purchase Sweetheart Cherry, and I'm so glad that I did. It is rewards worthy, as the price is only, let me scroll in. The price is only $16.95. So first, let's take a look at the packaging. It's monochrome type cherries with silver leaves and some hearts. Pretty similar and pretty basic. So I got a chance to wear this last night, and I'm actually wearing it right now, and I feel like I'm in love. So when I first sprayed, I didn't get anything medicinal like everybody else who says they get cough syrup and those types of things from cherry scents. I shy away from cherry scents because of that cough syrupness, and I also feel like that about apple scents. Y'all know how I feel about that. But this one, I did not get that. So on initial spray, I smell a lot of the pistachio. Oh, let me tell you the notes first. So the notes are wild cherry, crushed pistachio, and whipped vanilla. So when I initially sprayed it, I got a lot of pistachio. I mean, the pistachio was overwhelming, but it did dry down, and it's one of the ones that you have to be patient with her. So you're not going to get that cherry and you're not going to get that vanilla until literally minutes for the cherry, hours for the vanilla. So at first, when I first sprayed it, I was like, all right, boom, this is sugar cherry crisp, aka lost cherry. And yeah, so I did get that on initial spray. I did get sugar cherry crisp because I got that cherry and I got that pistachio. But then on the dry down, the pistachio kind of goes in the background, and then the cherry comes. So I wore this for my night shower, and by the time I was in the bed, like, whoa, that whipped vanilla did its thing. So the whipped vanilla started to come out, and with that whipped vanilla and that pistachio in the front and that cherry coming in the back, like the smells just interweaved each other, and that whipped vanilla made it a gourmand, y'all. Like, I was not expecting this to be a soft gourmand with that vanilla. Like, I mean, it smells so good, and I just really loved it. As far as longevity, like I said, I wore it to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night like I usually do, and I did smell a little bit of it. So by the time I got up in the morning, I got up and I had my coffee, and I do spray myself before I have my coffee, and then I go for my workout or my run. I had to reapply because I wasn't going nowhere, but I reapplied. So normally at this point, I take my morning shower, but since I was working out, I didn't. So I did reapply, and I would say you could get maybe 2, maybe 3 hours out of it. So yeah, it is a good scent. I think that it is a lovely scent. My nose did not pick up any of that cough syrup or anything like that, but that vanilla, you have to be patient with that whipped vanilla. Like, you're gonna spray it in the store and you're gonna be like, oh no, oh no, oh no, but then by the time you get home, you are really going to smell that out. So the sale right now is $5.95 for fragrance mist. I recommend you get it if you got the 20% off coupon, because it'll make it a little bit more than $5 after tax. So I just wanted to do some comparisons for you, because I know y'all love that, and I know I do too. And just for all intents and purposes, I'm going to compare it to Winter Cherry Blossom. The notes for Winter Cherry Blossom are frosted cherry blossom, ruby berries, and silky amber. This smells like a sweeter version of Japanese cherry blossom, and they don't compare. So you are not going to smell this and and think anything of this. This one does kind of give that medicinal of that, but like I said, it does dry down to something sweet, where this one dries down to something gourmand, not candy sweet, more so gourmand. So no, the biggest comparison I would say is between this and sugared cherry crisp. Okay, so this one is an Amazon buy, so that's why you see that barcode. So the notes for this one are bright cherry delight, crumbled graham cracker, and spun vanilla sugar. They are similar in that they both have cherry and spun sugar. However, I will say this. When you smell them in the caps, you're going to be like, these are the same. Like, they are the exact same fragrance. And why get it? Because it's a repackage. Because that's exactly what I thought when I first brought it home. However, this one dries down a little bit more with cinnamon and a little bit more bready. And it smells just like a cherry pie. Whereas this one dries down, you could just think like maybe like trail mix. Like, it has that that cherry, it has the nuts, and then that vanilla kind of takes over. So by the time it starts to wear out, the vanilla is more of the lasting, secondary to the pistachio. Thirdly is the cherry. So the cherry is the star in this one and not necessarily in this one. And I would venture to even say that they are not the same scents. They are not dupes and they are not repackages. If you have sugared cherry crisp and you want to try sweetheart cherry and you're like on a little budget, or you got a whole tight because your collection is getting large like mine, I will actually venture to say go ahead and do it, girl. Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna really like this one, because I do. So yeah, I feel like they are cousins. They are in the same family, but they are very much different fragrances. So I did ask my husband, was he able to notice a difference between these two? And he's not a fragrance person, but he said yes. So that's something to think about. So I do want to compare these two for you. I do not have the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. My sister had gave me a sample a while ago, and I've been done with that. So I went ahead and I purchased Alt's version, which is Cherry Smash, which is a dupe for the Lost Cherry. So are these two the same? No. Are they similar? Yes. The Sweetheart Cherry, I would venture and say it's more of a vanillic pistachio cherry. Like I told y'all before, that vanilla really comes out and brings the scents together, and then that cherry and that pistachio are added notes to that. Whereas the Alt Cherry Smash is cherry dominant, it is cinnamon dominant, it has some cognac in there, some really heavy caramel spicy type stuff that makes this a spicy cherry. Cherry pie, yes, but a very, very heavy cherry pie, more like cherry cobbler type situation. I imagine that these two can be paired together well, and I do plan on fragrance layering them well, but just know that this is like a heavy cognac bourbony type of cherry with like cinnamon and like ginger and stuff like that, and this don't have that. This is a lighter vanillic cherry. Lastly, I have this Jergens cherry almond perfume, and I have the lotion, of course, and this is just cherry and almond, and this is a cleaner cherry with almond scent. This smells it smells just like the lotion, so you should know what the lotion smells like, and it almost gives like a floral cherry. So it's light and it's soapy. This is not light and soapy, so these two are not the same. I don't even think I'm going to fragrance layer this in there, because this has some type of floral in there that makes it kind of lighter, whereas this doesn't have the floral. I would classify this as a gourmand. So I did want to let you know how I fragrance layered this. I did not get the lotion, and I don't plan on getting the lotion, but I did have this Brazil nut body oil, and this is currently being sold at Trader Joe's for $7, and I only got 2 of them, and I'm gonna go back and get 2 more. I love it so much. So this is the salted caramel and pistachio, think Cherryosa 62, and it's just a wonderful addition. So I wore the body butter, and then I topped it with the oil, and then I used my Sweetheart Cherry in to layer it before I put this on, after I put this on, and on top of my clothes, because that's how I fragrance layer it, and it just smells so good. So remember how I told you that the vanilla is very dominant in this scent, and it takes over, and then the cherry and the pistachio takes a back seat. Well, this kind of brings it a little more to the little bit more forward. Brings the pistachio a little bit more forward in the fragrance profile, which gives you that vanilla, pistachio, and that cherry is like literally like the icing on the cake. So all in all, I believe that this is a wonderful scent, and I believe that you should go out and go get it. It is totally worth the $5 or $6 that you will pay for it today. If you have this one, let me know what you think. Okay, love y'all. Bye.